Stephen Curry, 37 years young, but he does not look it whatsoever. Of course, he averaged 47.5 against San Antonio during that two-game sweep. And you see what he's done against Orlando and Portland, averaging 36 points per game, shooting 56.5 from the floor, 50 from three. And he's aging like a fine wine. And the first 10,000 fans tonight, Fezzy Phil, get a cool Stephen Curry bobblehead.
Oh,
you know what he does on bobblehead
Bonte.
nights. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Walking in with the flu Jordans, the flu game Jordans as well.
Man, Steph has been on a tear this season so far. You've seen so many incredible performances. And historically, when Steph has 30 points a game, 30 points in any game, you're assuming you're checking that off as a win. And so far, Steph is having 30-plus games, and games with the Warriors are 3-3. So that says a lot to me. And what it does say is you put a lot of emphasis on other people that are not 30. All right, so taking care of the ball is really important, and defensive efforts so far. Those are the things that Steve Kerr has called out, talking about the lack in size. But I think the Warriors have the skill. You've seen over the past. What I want to see is let's get that swag back. The swag that we saw at home, defending your home court. Get the fans excited again with block shots and all those things. I want to see TJD get into the game and get some rim-rattling dunks that gets the crowd excited into the game.
Yeah, you don't want to let down your guy that puts the team on his back, does all these acrobatic things at his age, at his condition, just to be able to try and win games. And then you don't do enough to be able to support that effort. Of course, the guys that are 30 and under are looking at that, and they want to do right by Steph. They want to support him out there. And so when you are able to have a performance like Steph, 38 points a night, I mean, unbelievable numbers that we've seen him do in these last few, you want to make sure that you're doing the little things. At least go box somebody out. At least go after those hustle balls. At least take pride in your one-on-one defensive assignments. These are the types of ways that even if you can't put the ball through the basket, you can still support the effort and the performance by someone like Stephen Curry.
And he's also a free agent when it comes to the sneaker game. We saw him walk in with the Jordan 12s because, look at this, he had the flu game J's on earlier. Then he was warming up with the 14s. Those are my favorite J's. Those are the first ones I paid out of pocket for. I love those. I've had those like twice already, Zena. I've worn them out. I want another pair.
They're beautiful to wear out, but to play in, they're a little stiff.
Just warming up.
What did you do on the court with those 14s?
Hit a couple hook shots.
Yeah.
Got a couple rebounds.
Okay, footwork. Okay,
little footwork. Not much though, Fezzy. I like that's more for styling.
I keep telling you guys that
Exactly.
Steph is he's like the single person right now. He's being courted by all these different agencies trying to get Steph. It's really cool because this is usually something that happens to younger players in the league. But Steph, it shows you the allure. He is bigger than just basketball right now. The brand that he's created with the Curry brand, I think every brand wants it to be a part of it. It's just so it was so much bigger than basketball.
And he's still such a show. Curry brand still translates into popcorn basketball that you want to sit down and watch. And so it makes sense people are still after it.
I wonder what Michael Jordan's thinking right now. It's like, how did we get that guy part of the Jordan brand? You heard what Shaq said. He was honored.
My people are in touch with his people.
Yeah, what he said. Moments away from tip-off here between the Warriors and the Jazz. But first, let's go inside the Chase Center to the gentleman calling the action. As always, Bob Fitzgerald and Kalina Azubuike. And I see Fitz, he's not smiling here. And I know why. The Warriors have dropped 3 straight, whether it's the turnovers, the points in the paint, or what it was Friday night, the glass. Portland crashing the glass Friday against the Warriors, and then the second chance points, 28-10. They just out-hustled the Warriors.
You had to bring all that up?
I did,
I had
Fitz.
such a nice weekend. but you're on to something, Bonte, that Kay and I were just talking about, is that the Warriors are in whack-a-mole mode right now. Don't turn it over. Okay, take care of the ball. Oh, forgot to rebound. Wait, you rebounded? Let Caleb Love go crazy. Just a role player go for 26 points. So I want to see them attention to detail on a lot of things, but when you lose 3 in a row, you start getting like, wait a minute. And let's get back to the winning ways at home where they're 5-1.
And it takes a lot of focus to have a complete game, but the Warriors are capable. Festus, roll with me here. Do you remember, like, maybe when you were younger, go to a different sport, okay, football, the game 5,000 where someone just throws it as high as they can in the air and there's a bunch of people, a bunch of kids running around, and you got to like box someone out and pursue the ball. There's a mentality
Let's go,
you
5,
have to have, right? Or even in basketball, like when we were younger, the coach would just brick it on purpose, and you got to crack someone and go get the ball. You need more of that mentality, Festus, the pursuit of the ball. First of all, look around, crack someone. There's no one in your area. Go crack someone else. Then go get the ball. The mentality has to change there a little bit, Festus.
Mookie, I'll take it a step further. In college, Kevin Stallings used to put a rim. He used to put a cover on the rim. And he would just throw the ball off that cover and tell me to go get that basketball. And there were 3 guys in the middle of the paint. That's how I used to learn the rebound, offensive rebound specifically. And I think that's the same mentality you got to have. Because at the end of that, if I didn't get more rebounds than those 3 guys, I was going to run, and I didn't want to run. So that's the mentality. Or you got to give them some Kalena's cornbread to give them some sugar rush to get into this game and get into the mood right now.
Now you've given away the secret. That's what really they need to do.
Lauri Markkanen is probably one of the most unique guys to guard in the whole league. It's 7'1", can step out to the three-point line. You had it with Draymond, and if you had Kuminga tonight, that would help. But do you go multiple guys on Markkanen, Zeno, or is there someone that you want to nominate to go guard him?
Oh, JB for sure. Jimmy Butler, being able to track him. The biggest thing about Lauri Markkanen is that he doesn't do too much. He's highly efficient with his movements. He's not going to be dribbling all over the court. He's not going to be doing anything. He's going to be doing a lot of off-ball movement. So someone that can keep track of the overall action as well as a proficient scorer like Lauri Markkanen, that is someone like Jimmy Butler. He can orchestrate the defense while also making sure that Lauri doesn't get easy catches.
I like that, and you got to remember, the Jazz are on their second game of back-to-back. They just played last night. Festus, how about just getting back to be the more aggressive team on both sides? See if you can wear out the Jazz, run them, the boards on both sides.
They haven't guarded well this year.
Right,
I mean,
right.
You can score on
you
them.
should find some traction offense, but just being the more aggressive team on both sides and wear this team out that could have some fatigue factor in.
I'm excited to talk about this because I know Fitz already has talked about turnovers so far. So we're going to take care of the ball first. That's how you run them initially. But I love to see a lot of Steph GP2 pick and rolls. I want to see the bigs get into the flow of the game, get some offensive rebounds. I just want to see a smooth basketball game where the Warriors are the dominating ones and being the aggressors the whole night and not letting the Utah Jazz really get any kind of continuity in this game.
Yeah, let's see how much juice the Jazz have coming in on the back end of a back-to-back loss last night in Salt Lake City to the LA Lakers, just 1-6 on the road. But the Warriors had to control what they control, which is the turnovers and the glass, as we send it back inside the Chase Center to the gentleman calling the action. Fitchabuki, have a good call as we send it back to the Lazy Boy broadcast booth.
Yeah, I think Festus just hit on exactly what we're talking about. How about a consistent Warrior game? We've seen stretches where they play great basketball, and then you have lapses that prevent them from winning these clutch games. They're 3-4 in 7 clutch games already. How about 4 quarters of consistency?
And that's what it's about. You don't have to win every single quarter, but feel good about but you don't have a mental lapse that lasts for a whole quarter. Now we're in whack-a-mole mode where we're just trying to figure out, okay, what category are we struggling in tonight? Is it rebounding? Could crash that one down. Is it turnovers? No, just focus up, right? Lock in, like Steph always used to say. Figure out we're in the West now, so if you don't bring it on any given night, anyone can beat you. Warriors have found that out. You need to win tonight.
There's a couple things we'll be tracking tonight, and Kalena just hit on it. The first one is taking care of the basketball. Our 4 plays of the day, when the Warriors don't turn it over, they usually win.
Well, one thing that is usually their strength can also be their weakness at times with these turnovers, and that's their audacity, their boldness. They'll try anything. They have so much confidence trying to fit it into tight windows, sometimes a little too much. Show some restraint there, pull it back, make the simple pass.
KYP, know your personnel, guard the 3. Who can shoot it, who can't, handle that.
And sometimes it's a little frustrating, like the other night, Caleb Love is knocking down these threes. Okay, you don't expect that, but what about the blow-by drive you gave up where you had to help a little more than you should have to, and now you're giving up an open 3 to a guy that's already
open threes.
Or the back cut you gave up before they hit another 3. So it's all the plays before the plays, the on-ball defense, off-ball defense. Warriors paying attention to the details. They can do a little better there.
If you had Draymond Green or Al Horford or Jonathan Kuminga tonight, you have options against Lauri Markkanen because someone or multiple guys better guard this way. 7-1, inside, outside, 7th in the league. Steph's right behind him, 29 a game, Kay.
I do like Jimmy Butler against him. You may see him start on him. Moses Moody may be on him at times. Warriors may switch some. They may double team some if he gets going. Just give him different looks. See if you can keep him off balance. But try to do what Draymond does, right? Draymond isn't playing tonight. I'm sure Draymond's whispering in people's ear. Get up into him. Be physical. Push him a little bit. Keep him uncomfortable. Do all those things. Whatever Draymond tells you to do that against Lauri Markkanen.
When you lose 3 in a row, you get worried about everything. Do we sound worried? The one thing that will make you less worried is having 2 Hall of Famers, because Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler are on their games. Steph can go for 30 or 40, whatever's needed, inside, outside, the incredible shooting. Jimmy Butler probably will guard Markkanen. He doesn't turn it over. You can give him the ball when it matters most. The Hall of Famers snapping that losing streak. Bonte and the crew are back at the Gatehouse next. Warrior basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota. Let's go places. And by Jack in the Box. Smash Jack Combo, the GOAT of the burger game. And by Volvo.
You know, as we take a look at Teamwork in Action presented by our great friends at Kaiser Permanente, we saw Festus Ezeli having a lot of fun there. The block party in the town. Kalina Azubuike was there. DJ D Sharp. Zaza Pachulia. And you know what, Zena?
This was lit.
This is why I feel betrayed.
That's kind of
I didn't get an invite to the block party.
I sure didn't either.
Right.
That's
you live on that
crazy.
side of the bridge. I'm trying to get over there. I love the town.
I thought because it was your side of town,
You
Zena,
was,
that
no,
they
but
already.
all the laughing and
thought you-
carrying on. Wow, really?
I just listen. I came back to the town. They've showed us so much love. Some of my fondest memories playing basketball was there. You know, celebrating a championship. Of course, I would be there in the town. What you thought?
I mean, I wish you would have told
You
me.
know what?
You lived
Zena?
there. I thought you.
Give me this jersey here because Festus left me on red. He goes, "What you doing this weekend?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just chilling. What's up?" Nothing. Could have got one of these cool jerseys.
Wow.
Hey, the jerseys are fly, right? The Pantone
They're fire.
with Rakuten. This is really cool. Shout out to the town. Thank you guys for all your energy and all the love y'all show. Now
I
let's
feel-
get
The closer.
Dubs had a weekend off to think about a game on Friday that they want back. But in the NBA, got to keep it moving. A city edition, the town jerseys, a new court. You're 5-1 at home, and bring on the Jazz. Big practice on Sunday, went over 2 hours, and the Warriors are trying to turn things around a little bit.
Let's get down to business. You should feel the sense of urgency the Warriors play with through your screens. Ooh, they look clean. The cream and brown look good, play good, hopefully. But a few things to think about. Obviously, we got to talk about the defensive rebounding. This is another good offensive rebounding team. They're 6th in offensive rebounding percentage. Playing without fouling, 5th in free throw attempts. They put a lot of pressure on the rim, a lot of cutting. Off-ball defense, just attention to the detail. They're going to hand off, they're going to cut. Make sure you see man and ball and keep your body in between your man and the basket if you can.
Steph Curry with Moses Moody, Gary Payton, Jimmy Butler, and Quentin Post. No Draymond Green tonight. And Moody off iron there. Yusef Nurkic grabbing the rebound. So Keontae George with Ace Bailey. Svi Mykhailiuk with Lauri Markkanen and Yusef Nurkic for Utah that lost by 2 to the Lakers last night. And Ricky Bailey missing the floater, and there's Moody banging on the glass and getting the Warriors that possession.
They came back in there, all hands on deck. Now, GP2 started on Lauri Markkanen, so you got a small, the little big man against it, but GP2 can get physical.
No Draymond, no Al Horford, no Kuminga tonight. So you're down guys that would have guarded Markkanen. Curry missing that 3, and Mykhailiuk with the rebound.
So right off the bat, they double team Steph, make him give it up.
Markkanen at 7-1, taking it up and out, and GP2 pushing the other way.
Quentin Post came over to help, made that layup tough.
Curry to GP2. If you lose Gary, he'll be around the basket, but he wants that one back. Left it on iron. Keontae George, he could have won it last night. Missed that last shot, but the first bucket of the game.
He had 27 against the Lakers, played extremely well, having an amazing season. He is super aggressive, and they trust him to make decisions. He's handling the ball.
Steph skip pass, Moody out of the corner. Moses missing the 3, so the Warriors some good opportunities early, but missing their first 4 shots. Yeah, Keontae George at 23 a game, Markkanen at 29 a game, and that's why Utah could be a problem. Back-to-back threes.
That pick and pop with Markkanen setting and popping out. It's tough on Quentin Post. He's hanging with the ball maybe a little too long there. Tough to get back out. You may need to get a third defender to stunt and Lauri Markkanen and just maybe take him out of rhythm a little bit.
Shot clock at 7. Jimmy Butler finding Moody. Shot clock at 5. He gets Bailey into the air, but not enough contact for a foul, and Markkanen headed the other way. And Bailey at 6'9" floats in. And the first 8 to the Jazz.
This is not the start you want.
But off a made basket, Moses could have had a layup there.
And the crowd murmuring there. He was more open than he thought.
And Steph throwing it away. So that's the layup becomes a turnover.
Listen, I was going to say there's Will Hardy. I was going to say we need to watch all defense tonight because the Warriors should be able to get off offensively because the Jazz defensively, especially in this month, they've really struggled there. And Kessler Walker being done for the season has really affected them, mostly offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding. They're okay as you get Lauri Markkanen just cutting across the middle.
He was fouled. So Horford having some sciatica issues. That's the same thing that LeBron James missed some games with.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. But this Jazz team, before the Lakers game last night, remember this is the second game of back-to-back. Can you run them and see if the fatigue will come into play? Before that game, they had given up 140 points to their opponents 3 games in a row. So the Warriors, if they move the ball, if they cut, really make them work defensively, you should be able to get something offensively.
Bailey getting a good look, and so Utah, Glenn mentioned, they allow 126 points per game, but an 11-0 beginning and not the start in Captain Obvious mode that the Warriors are looking for.
Yeah, they're just not really taking anything away right now.
Always size on Steph. They shoot it over Markkanen. GP2 the rebound, so the Warriors 0 for 6. Can they get anything easy? Can they get to the foul line? Can they get a bucket? Hey, they can do it all. Jimmy has the bucket, the body, and the free throw coming.
It's a good idea. When in doubt, get it to Jimmy Butler, mid-post, let him go ISO. Watch Mihailo gamble. He gambled. The rest of the defense is compromised, and he's compromised. He's in recovery mode. He couldn't get back, and Jimmy Butler knew he wasn't going to be able to stop his momentum. Just go up with it, stop before he thinks you're going to. That's a good way to get started. Now your engine is going. Hopefully you take off here.
Game 19, and Butler averaging 20 a game, nearly 5 assists, nearly 6 rebounds. Excellent from the foul line at 87% in three-point play. Markkanen spacing out to the three-point line again. I like that contest by Quentin Post.
That was well done. It was a flare screen, and GP2 got clipped, but Quentin Post saw it. He probably talked it out, got right up there, made sure he contested. You love that action defensively.
The team has given up as many points as Utah. You'd think transition is an issue, but right now the Jazz have the Warriors playing half-court, half-court, and Jimmy Butler has 5 quick.
Right now, Jimmy Butler's saying, I got us. Let me just go to work. They can't stay in front of me. Beating him one-on-one. He can't get by Keontae George as they knock down a 3 there.
Yeah, Mikhailuk, with 4 years at Kansas, he's Ukrainian by birth, has been a solid player at a couple different NBA stops. Tic-tac-toe, and Post with the dunk.
It starts with the double team on Steph. He's getting rid of it. And you love GP2 in the middle, Quentin Post. All those positions are interchangeable. Sometimes you'll see Quentin Post in the middle and GP2 getting a dunk.
Moody with a steal. 2-on-1. Jimmy soaring and floating and finishing.
Okay, now they're going. Dub Nation is saying, okay, our guys are here now. Make them call timeout, even though you got off to a rough start.
So 11 quick by Utah. But the Warriors, when they pass that way, that is pretty basketball. And after being down 11 early, they are right back in it. Barry on our broadcast, and we had kind of an odd situation. He thought he was talking to me and said, hey, you're not a player, but he actually was talking to Kelenna Azubuike, who was a tremendous player. And so Rick actually is such a class guy, wanted to apologize and basically just said, hey, I would never disrespect you, Kay, and that's why he wanted to let us know that apology would be made public.
Yeah, Rick didn't waste any time. The next day, he called me, left a nice voicemail, sent a text. I called him back. We had a really nice conversation. I told him then, and I'll say the same thing now, I really appreciate him reaching out, and I obviously accept his apology.
Hey, Warrior family. It's a big family. It's lasted over 50 years. We celebrated that 75 title team, and Just wanted to clear that up. So good on Rick, great on you, Kay.
Definitely.
So Jimmy Butler with Steph up top, turning that three short. And Bailey, quickest man to track it down.
So they are switching everything. Even that last one, Steph got a little bit of an opening.
Markkanen. At 7-1, you're thinking, hey, he's going to be inside. No, he can hurt you from deep.
Well, that's why we've seen GP2 on him,
Yep.
Smaller. We've seen Quentin Post on him at times.
Oh, Gary right down the lane.
That is a Steph Curry bone-crushing ball screen. It sets him so well. It keeps two defenders with him most of the time.
Nurkic pretty skilled, but Quentin Post, how about the body? And didn't commit the foul. So now the Warriors have the tempo moving. Steph looking for his first field goal, and he's got it. He went at the 7-footer.
He should flex after that one. Tried to cave Markkanen's chest in. Markkanen didn't know what hit him. He came with too much speed. Bully ball for Steph.
Nurkic, and the bounce off Steph. Makai Luke from deep. And Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Well, you can see, Kay, the Warriors are getting inside. Steph layup, Gary Payton dunk, Butler drive. You don't want to settle on this team if you don't have to. GP2, when you lose him, where is he?
Around the basket, but it started with a Jimmy Butler double team right there, and he got rid of it. And on the other side, I love the Warriors getting to stop Steph fighting through that screen and contesting. Like, have some pride defensively. When there's no switch, you fight through it. Do your job.
Shot clock at 7. Keontae George attacking, and he will draw the foul.
Yeah. Keontae George is tough, and he's going to put pressure on the rim. He feels like he can get by anybody. That's one of the reasons he gets in the paint so much. But look at Steph. Bone-crushing screen. Nurkic is like, oh, I don't even know what hit me right. And it's great because Nurkic isn't used to guarding the ball handler on those ball screens. So Steph knew that, hit him really hard, and GP2's at the rim easy.
Can you think of a guard that played in Utah forever that was good at bone crushing?
John Stockton. He used to get it with the back screens. He was annoying, too, because people would look back and they'd look over the top of him expecting like a big man setting a screen, but it was him. And a lot of times Steph sets those, he feels like a big man setting them too, man. Steph's been in the weight room.
So our friend Kyle Anderson has checked in. Bryce Sensabaugh in.
Well, one of the things that Keontae George worked on this summer was his mid-range. Like, he's really tried to kind of perfect that. Obviously, he loves shooting his threes, loves getting to the rim, but he wants to be able to stop short and kill you with that in-between game.
They're putting Isaiah Collier on Steph.
Oh, he's like a football player.
Pajemski, TJD, and Guy Santos in. Curry wanted some contact there, backed it in anyway.
And that's concentration. Feels like there's nothing he can't do when you're defending him and he makes that shot.
Slow-mo, who we definitely loved in a Warrior uniform. He stepped around, he traveled there and got away with it, but TJD got the rebound anyway. Curry for three. And a long ricochet rebound right back to Steph.
Guy Santos kept that alive. Of course, he's in the game going a million miles an hour.
Pajemski didn't settle for the three. Better look to Moody. Good recovery, Isaiah Collier there. Shot clock at 3. Brandon's got to make something out of nothing. Did well just to hit iron. And Kyle Filipowski just in, grabbing the rebound.
I think Santé Aldama with his game.
I think George missing Warrior D. They're turning the Jazz away at the rim multiple times.
They're solid now. You can always throw in the post and go split action.
TJD is going to get more playing time with Al Horford out this week. Going to miss all 3 games. Moses Moody missing that 3. Warriors deep ball has not been there yet, but the effort has. Pajemski couldn't save it to a teammate.
They're just fighting at least to keep it alive. That last Moses Moody 3 had 2 defenders jump out. The roller was open.
Sensabaugh, and he'll rib that home.
He can score. He is burly. And he shot 40% his one season in college.
6'6", 235. TJD, so back out to Moody. You like these looks, but the Warriors are 0 for 8 on threes right now. Trace trying to put a few in the basket.
Well, just show and go a couple times.
Filipowski, nice skip pass. Slow-mo taking his time. Keontae George dropping in the 3.
It starts with allowing a drive, allowing them to get in the paint. Then you help off. Strong side corner, you help off. That's usually problems. You're down.
Chase center. Talked about the Hall of Famers and how they've been playing. Our Kaiser Permanente teamwork in action. The last 5, Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler are basically giving you nearly 60 a game.
They're doing what they do. They've been themselves. And with Steph Curry, he kills you in so many ways. It's his scoring ability. We talked about him moving off the ball. Jimmy Butler, they're getting really creative with him now. Some interesting ball screens. Obviously, his mid-post ISOs. You know, you get him cut into the basket at different times. Let him handle in ball screens. Let him set in ball screens. Get him to the baseline and short corner in ball screens. You can put him in so many different areas, and he can have some success.
So Buddy Hield in.
But it's always who else is going to come and join the party. You know those guys are usually going to have really nice games. They want to bring their teammates along for the ride.
Buddy having that 3 blocked, but taps it to Guy Santos. That was going to be a pass to Trace. And all that effort, and they just come up empty. And Sensabaugh flying in to lay it in.
Well, Kyle Anderson, we know this about him. He has that 7-foot wingspan, sneaky long.
And there's the lob, and TJD said, yeah, I'm going to hammer a few of these.
I think Jimmy Butler knew what he was going to do with that, like at least 2 or 3 seconds before he caught the ball. He knew Filipowski was going to commit to him, throw it up high.
Isaiah Collier, we've seen him play well against the Warriors in Utah.
He's a bulldog.
Keyonte George, talk about the confidence, man. When you're averaging 23 a game and you got the greenest green lights, he's just vastly improved in year 3.
He's always shot ready. Coach wants him to just go.
TJD having that blocked. And Collier headed the other way. He just wouldn't mind to get up and down with Utah, but Utah shooting 53%, and the Dubs are 39%, and yet to make a 3. Sensabaugh able to finish there.
He's a power driver. You look at that body. Why wouldn't he be? And again, it's just the on-ball defense. Can you not give up blow-bys? Give your help a little more time. They're getting into the paint too easy.
Guy Santos. There's the first 3 of the night. So Guy for 3.
Just a little ball movement will do you right. Change size of the floor. Really make this defense work.
Keyonte George, he made 1 3, and now the other one on the other side. And Steve Kerr, those are the 3s we're talking about.
Now look at Coach Kerr out on the court, almost in the paint, talking to his team like, we can't have these mental. We just had a long training camp type of practice. You're down 7 now, and they have some rhythm and momentum.
Give it to me, give it to me. Wanna see you work your body. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
When the boys in the party, everybody put up their hands. I get a half a mil for my feet, you get a couple grand. Never gon' see the day that I ain't got the upper hand. I'm respected from California, I ain't way down to Japan. I'm a real producer and you just a piano man. Your songs don't top the charts, I heard them, I'm not a fan. Niggas talking greasy, I'm the one that gave them their chance. Somebody need to tell them that they can't do it like I can.
Center tomorrow, the Empire Classic, as UCLA and Cal right here at Chase Center at 7 o'clock. You can get your tickets at chasecenter.com.
And that last defense possession, the whole defense had shifted over to the left side of the court. Keyonte George is the hottest player on the Jazz right now. No one's guarding him. That's why Coach Kerr was so mad.
Jensky missing that floater. Kyle Anderson with the rebound. Yeah, Keyonte George has 13, and he's 4 for 4 on 3s. That was not the guy to leave open.
Yeah, he shoots 31% from three-point range, but the percentage goes out the window as Filipowski is able to drive in there and draw the foul. When you're that open, these are NBA players, and confidence is a crazy thing. He's already hit 3 of them. You give him a wide-open warm-up 3, that's probably going in too.
So Filipowski, 32nd pick a year ago out of Duke. He had a really good summer league. He was a star in summer league. They fed him and I think really built his confidence.
Well, he moves really well for his size. He's kind of a pick and pop type of big. He can threaten from outside. So you have to be aware, know your personnel there. But we touched on the Warriors practicing. They went over all these different details in practice. They spent a ton of time working on defense, the back cuts. They were getting back cut like crazy in that Blazers game, especially late in the game. There were some killer ones. You get guys that you don't expect to hit threes. Usually it's the play before the play. You give up a drive, they kick it out to get a three. You give up a back cut, they kick it out to get a three. All these things are things they went over. You want to execute it now.
Post missing that. What a rebound by Podziemski, setting up Guy Santos, and he is crushed.
So the Warriors getting all over the offensive glass now. I've said it. I feel like if they can up their level on the boards, both sides of the floor, offensive and defensive, it'll really, really help them. This is Guy Santos just throwing his body in there. You knew he was going to draw the foul, but they were able to get to the glass and just keep it alive. It's so demoralizing for the defense when they have to guard again after they just stopped you. And how many open threes have we seen created from offensive rebounds? The numbers are off the charts with that.
Podziemski's sleight of hand to tip that rebound reminded me of him at the ping pong table against you.
To see you had to do that. Why did you have to do that?
Brandon's got that hand-eye quickness.
That was uncalled for.
He got Guy Santos 2 free throws.
He got me good. All I know is I beat you pretty good. I beat you in the ping pong table.
Let me just publicly say I have never beaten Kelenna Azubuike in ping pong. Never. And it is frustrating.
No, Pods is good. I need a rematch, though.
They throw it away. Podziemski, quickest man to the ball. Guy Santos handling. And that pass, instead of being a solid shot, ends up being a turnover.
So if you're Guy Santos there, threaten until you make that guy commit. Make that guy, that last defender there, make a decision, especially when your teammate is in front of you and that defender hasn't committed to you. Usually that means you have to throw it through the defender to get it to your teammate, and you're in danger of turning the ball over.
It's only the second turnover, but you'd want that one back.
So now they're going to go 2 for 1 if they can.
Monte George is having quite the first quarter, and he continues. He's got 15 on 5 of 6 shooting.
There's that mid-range I told you about.
1 year at Baylor, but year 3 in the NBA, he is killing.
He's been working on that.
Podziemski thought about that 3, but Filipowski was on it.
You got to get your spacing right.
On a 10-second game shot clock difference. Now 5 to shoot. Podziemski, he'll take the body bump, and he'll get to the line. So the Warriors, they're attacking, and they're moving the ball. They're not settling for quick trigger threes because they're only 1 of 10 from deep.
Well, they just got their movement up that time. It didn't look pretty, but what kind of created that was Quentin Post popping out of there. The defender goes with him. The other defender is kind of chasing and just runs into Pods.
Podziemski had 20 on Friday night. A quality game against Portland. Xfinity, we're not breaking ankles in the bank and the whole bit. Let me just tell you, the same price for 5 years. I don't need any copy. This is the greatest thing in the history of business. An intelligent Wi-Fi. What's it, year 1? It's the same thing it is in year 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Man.
I love your passion. It's palpable.
Everything should be the same price for 5 years. What a world would be a better place.
The sense of urgency you have reading that is the same sense of urgency the Warriors need to come away with a win here.
So the shot clock off. Podziemski hits both free throws. Collier using strength. Skip pass in the corner. And bottoming the 3 is Sensabaugh, right with 3.2. So Utah, they give up points, but man, they're scoring. They heave off iron there. So the Warriors have dug themselves a hole, 31% shooting, while the Jazz are at 62%. You do not have Draymond Green defensively or Horford. So on both ends, got to turn the faucet off and find the perimeter shooting for the Dubs. Work to do at the end of 1. Vogel. Now, the shot ready.
Come on, man.
Steph Curry's book. But that is the moon in a time lapse. That's incredible right there.
Steph is just in tune with his creator.
That is
everything
amazing.
lines up for this guy. He goes to Paris. He has to play France in Paris for the gold medal game. He has the moment there, the golden dagger. He's putting up billboards. All of a sudden, the moon is in the perfect spot where he's shooting the moon. Like, no one else, this doesn't happen for anyone else other than Steph Curry.
Who's sitting there recording it for that long? That's what I want to know. That's a lot of time.
That is amazing.
Will Richard, Pat Spencer in with Butler, Moody, and Quentin Post. Good D there, and the Warriors had multiple guys on the glass. That's okay. It was off the Warriors, but there were 3 guys in the cream-colored jerseys going for the ball.
And they double-teamed Markkanen last minute there, made that shot tough. He only has 3 points, 1 from 5 from the field for him. So good start, even without Draymond Green.
Mikhailuk falling out of bounds to beat the 24 clock.
Can you win this quarter? Get off to a better start would be nice.
Post trying to make Nurkic move his feet. Moody attacking. There's a quick post catch and shoot. Those are the ones that need to go down. And the Warriors are 1 of 12 on threes. Mikhailuk using the handle. Butler with a quick hands. Anytime they've run, they've usually had good success. And Will Richard right off the bench, right into the bucket. And the rookie hits a 3.
And get out in transition, push it as ferociously as you can, and then throw it ahead whenever you can. Will Richard is going to be ready. Remember, this team played last night. Run them.
Done a good job not turning it over. Only 2 turnovers. Is Markkanen off back iron. He's done a good job on the glass. He's right there in the rebound battle, 13-12. And Moody, 1 goes in. Then here's another one goes in. Richard and Moody back-to-back threes.
Pat Spencer handling. You just saw Moses Moody's defender was cheating off of him. And Nurkic was almost under the basket. He's the only guy that could get out there.
Collier went in, out. And then Collier getting that offensive rebound. Sensabaugh pulled that string short. Lennis says keep running them. They played last night. They traveled from L.A. Butler down the lane. Butler tipping in his own miss.
He's saying nobody is going to stop me from getting to the basket. I am not taking no for an answer. I got us. I like his headband, by the way. That is clean, but he is playing great right now.
You play defense. You get out in transition. You move the ball. You find it in the pocket, and then you knock down the threes. And the Warriors are back in the game after being down 11. Ripped off the first 8 points of the second quarter. Hey, slow down. It's the holidays. Man, people are going nuts.
People got to get places.
1-point game at Chase Center. Our Kia player profile. We have discussed the improvement of the Jazz, and in particular, Keontae George. Everything's a career high.
It's wild.
Points, assists, rebounds, field goals, free throws, and minutes. I like the 93% from the line, by the way.
Yeah, that's big. And he was shooting 82% from the line last year, and he wasn't satisfied. But he's so dynamic. Initially, the point of emphasis for him is Mikhailuk misses a 3. The point of emphasis for him was staying on balance, decision making, because he didn't play point guard at Baylor, right? But he's had to do that here.
And Colin Sexton traded him. Moody spaces out. Moody dropping in another 3. So Moses started a little frostbite, and now heating up.
Well, Collier was closing out ferociously because he was inside. He got out there, but Moses Moody concentrated. Next time, you can show and go him pretty easily.
Bailey off iron, long rebound to Markkanen. Those are the ones the Warriors want. Leonard mentioned it, how just disappointing it is to have to play defense again. Another 20 seconds or so. Bailey from the other side. And Moody coming back to get the ball. There you go.
He got out there and contested after the Markkanen double team again.
The Warriors come up with 2 stops that trip down. Good back to Butler and Collier. That is strength on strength right there. Jimmy said, I'm usually stronger. Jimmy Butler is something else. He's got 11.
Look at Draymond Green. He wanted the foul too, but Collier is smaller, even though he's pretty stout and thick.
Look at Post move his feet there. It didn't reach.
Against a quick guard.
Really quick. That's impressive. Bailey denied by Moody, and then snaps the rebound. What a play by Moses.
That's the on-ball defense you're looking for.
Post out of the corner. Oh, that's pretty ball. Moses defensively, Quinton Post offensively. The Dubs are on a run here in the second quarter.
I'm always impressed how Quinton Post can catch it high and shoot it from there.
16 unanswered, Kay.
That makes his release so much quicker.
And then contesting Markkanen and coming back to knock it away.
Yeah, those long rebounds, you got to get those. Now you have some momentum.
Not take your foot off the accelerator. 16 in a row. Quinton Post for three. Rebound. Moody headband coming off. Laid it in anyway.
He is unbothered. People try to help him up. They're all falling over. It doesn't matter. You're the more aggressive team. Oh, my God.
Bailey didn't catch the lob. It's an 18-0 run. Jimmy Butler in the lane.
What is happening? Everybody's falling over.
That is the kind of turnover where even Quinton's like, oh, give me that pass back.
I think everybody just needs a break. A lot happened just now in that sequence. But look at Moses Moody. Move your feet. Ace Bailey is an athletic nightmare. But Moses Moody is like, I got this. I can move my feet. He's falling out of bounds. Now you're running. Look at Quinton Post. Catch high, keep it high. That is impressive. I tried to do that. I could never master that. Always had to bring it down, but that is a quick release. Get to the offensive glass. Shoot in there. They don't want to box you out. I love that action.
So Moses, this is where I love that kid. He started 0 for 5, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, does he hang his head? Does he sit at the end of the bench? He's like, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to come back and make my next 3 shots.
He's going to keep playing hard.
TJD played the D. The ricochet, Will Richard with a rebound.
I've seen a lot of pride on-ball defense now. People are moving their feet.
Steph is back in. Warriors are pitching a shutout here in the second quarter. Deflected, still got to Curry. From the baseline, Steph off iron there and out of bounds. Oh, let's say the Warriors touched that last.
Keontae George was close to it. Looked like he might have hit it out, but they're going to say no. So you love that shot from Steph. I mean, he got pretty good separation. It is almost a turnover. You got to be careful. They have some sneaky length. Ace Bailey was there. He tried to shoot the gap.
So Walter Clayton, who was the 18th pick out of Florida, he was recruited for football and basketball. The Warriors are going to challenge that.
Yeah, it did look like Keontae George
I thought it was off the Jazz.
hit it out.
So the Sprite Coaches Challenge coming up. The Warriors are pitching a shutout in the second quarter and have taken the lead. Brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Everyone always asks us, hey, what do you guys do on game day? Colette and I were helping put the floor down earlier today.
It took us some time.
And there were some slackers. We're like, hey, grab the baseline piece. You know, we finally got this done.
It came together nicely. I love
After
that the
review,
Warriors do
the
this.
ball was last touched by George prior to it going out of bounds. Therefore, the all-court ruling is overturned. It is now Golden State basketball. The challenge is successful.
Yeah,
So the
this is what
Sprite
we
Coaches
thought.
Challenge, my vision is still solid.
Yeah.
I knew that was off the
Yeah,
Jazz.
Keontae George, he swiped at it, and he's pushing it the way the ball ended up going. So that makes a lot of sense. Walter Clayton Jr., you just mentioned him checking in. I'm sure him and Will Richard had some nice conversations, won a championship together in Florida. He's known for his shooting, his shot making. Shot around 39% his last season at Florida. Could finish a little better at the basket. He can work on that, but man, he can score it.
TJD inside, and Filipowski roofed him. It's still Warrior ball.
But you like the Warriors putting pressure on the rim now. This is not the type of defensive team where you're scared of attacking the basket.
You already have 20 points in the paint out of your 44. Filipowski, good awareness.
Tried to go some sort of elevator door screen play there. They're trying to get screens.
Two guys on an out-of-bounds play. They're going to be smart enough to knock that away. Good to see that. Usually, see man involved.
Why are you giving great compliments to Duke?
That's a good basketball power. Okay. It's not like they went to Kentucky. Shot clock at 3. Steph Curry, step back 3. He went to Davidson. Kyle Anderson was his teammate. He ended up on the ground saying, no big can guard that guy.
And Kyle Anderson biting the dust. Look at the shooting in the quarter, though.
Filipowski hitting the 3. Well, you said, can they win the quarter?
That's it.
And your boys carries.
Well, the shot selection has been pretty good, and that's helped. A lot more shots going in for the Warriors.
Oh, nice pass from Steph. And then GP2, give me that. Buddy Hield an open 3. drops in a 3, and that's a good sign.
Yeah, you can thank GP2 there. That's almost like getting an offensive rebound when you save a turnover, save your quarterback as a wide receiver from getting an interception, basically.
Buddy Hield did not score Friday night. Filipowski and Trace Jackson Davis sends him away.
Bring the force there. Now you're running.
Curry. He made Filipowski fall down, but he couldn't hit that. And they putting his shoe on in the backcourt.
Keep making people bite the dust and lose shoes.
Shot an air ball out of the quarter. Walter Clayton missing there.
He's going to test Filipowski now and see if those shoes are on right.
You put your shoe back on. Buddy Hield. And over the backboard. They're missing Buddy Hield's firepower because in the last 5 games, no points, 11, 2, 18, no points again.
Well, this is the other one. This was an amazing pass, and GP2 was like, no, we are not turning this over. And now the defense just is in bad position because everybody had kind of collapsed. And you find Buddy Hield, you see one go in. Yeah, he missed the next one, but anything can happen when Buddy Hield gets hot or he sees one go in.
Keontae George is fouled, but that play by Gary, there's no stat for want to. You know, okay, we're limiting turnovers. I'm not letting this become a turnover.
He was just more intense than the Jazz were there. And Keontae George is really good at coming up under arms, like a James Harden. He did that to Buddy Hield there. And then, well, Will Hardy wants it on a shooting foul, but they're going to say it's on the floor.
Well, they put that rip-through rule in to stop that. Yeah, they don't reward you with that.
I think it's the right call.
Anderson. And dropping that in.
Yeah, 2 defenders cut in there with Markkanen, and you got Kyle Anderson with a running start.
And they held on to Trace. Sean Corbin has the foul. 30 years for Sean Corbin. 100 playoff games. John Gobold, 16 years, 125 playoff games. You got 2 officials tonight that really are some of the best we have in the league.
Well, there's some experience. Will Hardy is still trying to plead his case with the rip-through, but I think we said it. It's on the floor.
30 years. Keep that in mind because on Wednesday, we're celebrating 2 guys that had headsets on for 30 years. Tim Roy and some Fitzgerald guy. There he goes. He'll be against Houston.
The legend.
Steph Curry rattling that home.
Look at Steph shaking his head. I like that. Feeling good.
This is the Warriors' biggest lead. They flipped the game 23 points.
Once Steph gets that defender on his back, he's keeping him there. He's going to stop on a dime, float game.
Bailey hid behind the screen. Wow, that's a tough shot.
Yeah, Bailey's got it like that, man. He can score any way you want.
1 year at Rutgers, the 5th pick overall.
Talk about his freaky athleticism. He can hit you from outside. Oh,
Curry curling out that 3. Buddy Hield the rebound. Buddy laying it up and in.
Yeah, Bailey had started running the other direction. Buddy Hield's like, wait, the ball's here to be had. I'm going to get it.
Good play by Steph. He had a nice contest on the 3. The Warriors are doing all these pyrotechnics as Trace went up and under. What a block by Bailey. He guessed right. He was wondering which side of the rim he was going to come up on. Keontae George. He just good physicality and then rising up.
He gets that separation. He embraces the physicality, too. He'll get into your body.
17 for Keontae George. The Warriors are doing this with Steph 4 of 11 and 1 of 7 on threes. There's a lot of guys in the town jerseys that are playing well here in the second quarter. Will Richard, little 1-foot floater, and TJD guiding that home.
But again, these long closeouts, you're creating because of your ball movement. You don't have to settle for threes. And Will Richard, even though he missed that floater, it's the right idea. And you've given Trace Jackson Davis a chance.
Just a pickpocket of Markkanen. Behind the back, Buddy laying it in! What a pretty play!
Now they're having some fun.
So Buddy Hield with 7 off the bench. Much needed.
Get these stops, you're able to run off of it. Sparks your offense.
Warriors are 3rd in the league in deflections. You're seeing the defense. Markkanen, he is 7 feet tall.
I was waiting for him to do that when GP2 is on. You are much bigger. Guys like half your size just duck in there, and he did it from the corner.
Yeah, Markkanen's 2 of 8, though. Averages 29 a game, 7th best in the league. So they're doing a good job on him so far. Curry is 8th in the league, and he drops drops in a three.
And that step back is second to none.
Oh, Sabrina Ionescu. She's like, okay, he can shoot.
Little golf clap.
Well, she's an amazing shooter in her own right.
Yeah. I guess you can't just overreact if you can shoot the way she does. But she's used to seeing Steph do it. We're used to seeing it. But get some stops. Now you can get out and run, have a little fun. Everybody's running behind the back. Showtime!
Tell people how hard it is to throw a perfect behind the back pass at full speed.
It's tough. It's really tough. And I think you're just in rhythm there. And GP2, it was the perfect pass to make. It was utilitarian. It was the right idea he had there.
Because there are times, Hubie Brown would always say, there are times you need to go behind the back. If someone is, sometimes you do it for flair, and we know that.
Right.
But that play, that was the right play.
Right.
And executed perfectly.
And the defender that was there that had committed enough, and you give your teammate a running start and let him finish the play. So it was well done. Now, if you do go behind the back, you better not turn the ball over.
No, that's
because
it.
then coaches will pull their hair out and be tempted to take you out of the game when you could have had a chance to score and you want to get fancy. But that time, everything worked out. You get fancy, one for the highlight reel.
So like a month and a half from now, behind the back turnover. Remember the Utah game?
Yeah, well, GPT can say that. Like, I've completed it before, Coach.
Tell you, I'm loving the Warriors' second quarter, but I'm appreciating Keontae George. Have yourself a half, young man. He's got 19.
He's big time.
I mentioned the 27 he dropped on the Lakers. That one knocked away.
He's keeping the game doable for them.
Markkanen couldn't finish. And Buddy Hield, smart pass ahead to Butler for the dunk.
That is a counterattack if I've ever seen one.
That's a 4-point swing. The Jazz, we got a layup. No.
Huge.
Comes a dunk on the other end.
Well, nothing easy at the rim, even though they have an advantage. Contest as well as you can. You may get a stop, but you can throw it ahead.
Keontae George is the one-man wrecking crew, but Post coming back for the rebound.
This is what it is.
Three.
Moses Moody and Quinn Post fighting for a rebound, like the 1-2.
Buddy!
Nice.
Jimmy Butler and Buddy Hield working together.
The pursuit is there on the glass, and then you can get out and run. Getting a lot of stuff before the defense is set now.
The Warriors have just clouded up and rained all over the Jazz in this quarter. Markkanen will step through. Curry played the D initially, and Lauri Markkanen able to finish there.
Remember, Lauri Markkanen can get going late. He had 12 points in the fourth quarter against the Lakers last night.
Jimmy Butler didn't get enough of a body bump. Sends the ball. Nice lob. A nice finish.
He was off 1 foot, too. They got some spectacular athletes on their team.
Keontae George, 21. I want to mention, he's not a point guard, but my God, he can really score.
He can fly, too.
Shot clock at 7. Two men jump at post. Moody kind of reloaded there, got himself out of rhythm, but it was a 2-for-1 though, so about a 6-second game shot clock difference. And he finished with a stop and a score. He started the quarter down 9. Keontae George slowing him down. They double to get the ball out of his hands. Markkanen for 3. Can he grab a rebound? Kyle Anderson does.
All in all, good quarter.
5 seconds. Moody at 2. Moody to beat the clock, and he does! Moses Moody puts it up and in. Man, the officials were looking at each other. I was wondering if there was going to be a whistle on a blocked charge.
I don't think they called anything. Sensabaugh tried to take the charge. They'll take it.
It'll go to replay automatically because it's 0-0, but that is out of his hands in time. Yeah. That bucket's going to count. They win the quarter, Kelenna Azubuike, 41-20.
That's pretty good. You'll take that. That's a nice bounce back from the first quarter. And Moses Moody was jumping left a little bit.
And Buddy Hield was spectacular.
The encore ruling is confirmed. Good 2-point field goal.
So Buddy has a headset on, so we'll ask him right away. Buddy, you're 9 off the bench, and you and Jimmy working well together.
Hit the guy who's open, hit the man who's open, and I'll play off him. You know, letting the game come to me. And everybody play off each other. You know, we start off slow, but we get the ball movement. We get some stops, but we still got to get better defensively. You know, I feel like we let George get off loose in the first quarter, and we slowed down a little bit, but we got to be more aggressive in the second half.
And to your point defensively, what have the discussions been like about the on-ball defense? Because much better in the second quarter, guys moving their feet, stopping the on-ball.
We just got to see man and ball and be attached to the scores and let the other guys beat us. But they, you know, they're a capable team. They put 45 on the board against OKC in the first quarter the other night. We just got to stay solid and be disciplined.
Buddy, thanks so much for stopping.
All right,
First
thank
half.
you.
That is Buddy Hield with 9 on 4 of 6 shooting. And his energy all part of that second quarter. 41-20. Build a 12-point lead at the half. Bonte Festus, Zeta Kita are at the Gatehouse for Warrior Halftime Live, presented by Jack in the Box. Coming up next. Halftime and the debut of the City Edition town jerseys, and the Warriors a 41 spot in that second quarter to build a 12-point lead. And hey, we can throw a lot of numbers at you. The energy and effort level once this team got down 11, that is Warrior basketball. That looked like a team that had a weekend off and had a practice.
They're the more aggressive team, and you love to see that. 34 points in the paint to 20 for the Warriors. You love to see that too. That's normally not what they do very well, but they're getting downhill, fast break points. I believe they got 12 of those, so you love that. And then defensively, Keyonte George is going now.
Yes.
So you may have to double team him a little more. They tried it there a few times, but Lauri Markkanen got a pretty good look on the other side, so they're going to swing the ball. You got to make sure you have your rotation right.
So you're rebounding, you're running, and you're spreading the wealth in terms of scoring. I cannot wait to see what Kelenna Azubuike picked out in terms of the Buki's Big Time Bifocals, brought to you by your Bay Area Chevy dealers. What you got for me?
Well, I had to show this because I love Steph's ball screens. Frieza there. Bone crushing.
Yes.
Ball screen on Nurkic. And then watch Keyonte George. Keyonte George is on Steph. He's like, I'm not leaving Steph. I have Steph Curry. I can't get myself to help here. And it's an open dunk. We got to go to defense, though. Frieza here. Steph Curry is going to fight over this screen. Nurkic is on the wrong side of all these Steph Curry plays. Fight over that. The effort is there. He sees, okay, Quentin Post is going to be able to switch for me, so I'm going to fight through it and contest myself. This is the type of effort you need, and your best player is leading by example. Freeze it here. Quentin Post had to come over here, so you get a crack back. And you make sure, if you're Jimmy Butler, you're cutting off Lauri Markkanen as he fires in there. So now you've got another stop. You're off to the races. You kick it out, and Will Richard is ready. So all your defense, the attention to detail, it's sparking your great offense.
Our Metro T-Mobile first half recap. You know, 8 of 23, that's not some great shooting thing. You did with kind of grit and hard work and 8 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, you love the attack on the glass. Just keep it alive. Guys are firing in there. You're fighting on the glass on both sides of the floor. And Coach Kerr, I'm sure all the talks that they've had and the great practice they had, they went over all of this. And you're seeing it come out now. They're executing offensively, but they're getting downhill and not just relying on their 3-ball.
Yeah, they only shot at 39% in the first quarter, but stayed with the game plan and didn't get demoralized. Let Nurkic go over the back on Quentin Post, and so John Conley had an inadvertent whistle, I think is the call here, and John Goble's going to say, all right, what do we got going?
That was a weird one, because Quentin Post took that one off the basket. Was it in the cylinder still? So no goaltending there, I don't think.
And then were you going to have an over-the-back foul, and a whistle blew, and everybody said, what are we doing?
What happened here? Was that, oh yeah, that was still on the cylinder.
Yes.
That should have been a good bucket.
But it wasn't.
It was not.
Inadvertent whistle. Warriors turn it over to start. Ace Bailey. Okay, there's the bucket Utah should have had. Okay, now let's start the third quarter.
I like Steph's mindset, trying to take advantage of them switching, but the pass probably should have been over the top.
Only 5 Warrior turnovers, though. GP2 getting the start. That one just kind of fell to Curry. That's the oddest assist of the night.
The terrible pass worked in their favor because the defender just lunged at it and didn't get it. Steph was able to come up with it. Keyonte George was like, oh no, he gets an open 3.
Markkanen inside. He was fouled before he shot that.
And that kind of worked in the Warriors' favor too.
Saved a layup.
Yeah, GP2 is so much smaller.
When you said terrible pass, that's the TP play right there. Okay, just have it fall out of your hand.
Yeah, did they go over this in practice? Just a little weak handoff there. I think he thought Steph was going to run off of him, and it worked out.
It was like a baseball changeup. Yeah. And GP2 playing the D, coming up with a steal. And Gary kind of running and surveying. That's what Clint always says, take a beat, see what you have. And they don't value possession of the ball. And knocked away, it's still Warrior ball.
Hey, you only have the 5 turnovers for 7 Utah Jazz points. So you're just trying to make sure you get a shot on goal every single time.
So GP2, Butler, Moody with Quentin Post and Stephen Curry. No Draymond, no Kuminga, no Al Horford tonight.
Got it.
Backdoor cut. And Post take a beat, and then deliver perfectly. That was nice.
Steph sets a screen, let him switch, then Steph comes off a screen. 2 defenders go with him. Roll to the basket if you're Quentin Post.
Ace Bailey, that's a nice delivery for a young kid who can score, show and go, and then setting up a teammate.
One thing that's great about what Ace Bailey does, he's a quick decision maker. Great for your offense.
Throw it to Jimmy because he's going to catch it.
That's all that was.
He just says, if I'm there, throw it up high. I promise you I will catch it.
And Keontae George had equal opportunity at that one, but he had no chance.
Foul is Markkanen cut without the ball.
Watch Jimmy Butler work down here, and Keontae George sees it. This is like what I was talking about in the pregame, that football game of 5,000 where someone just chucks it up in the air and everybody has equal opportunity. Seems like Jimmy Butler's going to come down with those. He just tracks it.
Looked like George Kittle on that play. And the Niners got the win tonight. Quentin Post is moving his feet. And Markkanen spun around, and Nurkic guides it home.
And Nurkic's defender just went to contest that, left him available to get an offensive rebound.
Svi Mykhailiuk with Nurkic, Lowry Markkanen, Keontae George, and Ace Bailey for Utah. And Moody dropping into 3. I am so proud of Moses Moody tonight. He missed his first 5 shots, and then he's worked himself into a great game with 13.
I'm proud of Quentin Post for showing and going, and Ace Bailey is in help position, almost at the restricted circle there. He's not getting back out to that 3 ball.
Markkanen, he will get to the line.
Markkanen, you know he can get going at any moment, and what a season he's having right now.
How about GP2 guarded Markkanen in the first half? They put him on Keontae George here in the second half.
Oh, he's so versatile.
I don't know if they have Jack in the Box in Finland, but Jack in the Box would like to sponsor Lowry Markkanen from the line.
The best rated burger in fast food with more beef than a Big Mac. Keep up, Ronald.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
And I know they do have Jack in the Box in Finland. I'm just saying that.
But we always go back and forth on one-year college guys. So Markkanen is a one-year college guy, but I will give you this. He came into college thinking, I'm going to be here for 4 years. I'm here for the long haul. And I actually think that's the right mentality. Like, don't skip any steps. Do your work. And, you know, if you play well enough to go and you're one and done and you start seeing yourself, oh, he lost the shoe again.
Markkanen, the shoe in the lane, and Curry hitting the 3. We've had the TP play and the shoe down 3. There's all kinds of offense being run.
Oh, the Jazz, one thing's for sure, they need to tie their shoes tighter. That's all they're going over in their next practice is tying shoes tighter.
Ace Bailey missing and GP2 in for the rebound. So the Warriors, they didn't score the first 3 minutes of the game. They got down 11. They shot 39% in the first quarter. They bumped it up to 53% for the game. Payton missing that corner 3. Down 11 to up 17. Mykhailiuk off iron and Quentin Post with the rebound. There's a long way to go in the game, so you do not want to get casual here. Keep playing good basketball. It's Steph halfway down and out.
That was supposed to go down. Moses Moody set a really good screen. It wasn't even a play. It was just instinct.
Markkanen, how many 7-1 guys could have caught that and flowed into the finish? That was beautiful.
He's smooth.
Yeah, if you watch them play the Lakers, they came from well down in the fourth quarter to make it a 2-point game, and Keontae George had a chance to win it.
Well, you just have to expect them to push. It's about keeping your foot on the gas pedal now.
Poston missed that 3.
Get up, get up, get up!
Nurkic. He's got GP2. Wheels around him. Flips it up and out. Markkanen inside. Denied initially and fouled. No, jump ball. They'll say Quentin Post had his hand on the ball long enough.
That's big-time defense there. GP2, first of all, pulled the chair out from under him, a la Karl Malone. And then they just denied Markkanen. Nothing easy at the rim. Look at Nurkic falling over. He had no chance of making that one. And Markkanen just using his side. Steph is trying to deal with him, but he's just smaller. But the fight is real.
You got to compliment John Goble and Sean Corbin there. That's a great no call.
It is.
You see Nurkic coming in and falling and whatever. There's a lot of younger officials that would have bailed him out there, and they didn't.
Well, let him play. You talk about flow of the game and all of this stuff. A lot of that will be helped by the officials just kind of letting him play.
So the Netherlands versus Finland and the jump ball. And, well, Netherlands won, but Keyonte George got the ball. Here's Bailey working with Nurkic. Double him. Kailut from Ukraine. It's a full international possession, and Nurkic puts it up and in. Bosnia with the bucket.
It's tough to keep track of all the countries.
I feel like I'm playing a game of Risk, and I have all the countries out in front of me. That one knocked out of bounds.
They're double teaming Steph there. That last defense possession, even though Nurkic ended up scoring, you said Jimmy Butler came down to double team. He's actually trying to kick out Steph because Steph was a small defender. He didn't want to get him put in the basket, let Nurkic go to work on him. So he went in there. So those are things you go over in practice too.
He was telling Steph, get out of here.
Yeah, get out.
TJD in. GP2, nice decision to Moody. The Warriors have cooled off a little bit. And the lead is high as 17, sitting at 13 right now.
But that is still wonderful offense. And Trayce Jackson-Davis cutting the basket, opened that three ball up.
Markkanen, he looked like Jimmy Butler there. He got the bucket, faded away, made the basket. Utah's not going to go away. They have talent. Our Volvo for life moments. Yeah, November 24, 2015. The Warriors 16-0, an NBA record to start the season. That was a record that would expand to 24-0 with Luke Walton.
Wow.
And that just tugs my heart right there to see Kobe.
Rest in peace.
But that was an amazing beginning. Our Grayton Resort and Casino winning. 24 is a lot more than 15.
That's true.
In terms of all the 80 years of the NBA and all the great teams, I don't see the Celtics or the Bulls or the Lakers on that graphic.
It was fun to watch them get off to that start. Those jerseys were clean, too. Those city jerseys, ooh, I love those. And Draymond, I think he was still yelling, boom, even back then.
That team went 73-9, counting the playoffs, went 88-18, lost in the final minute of Game 7 against Cleveland. I still say it's my favorite season.
Yeah.
It was not a championship, but 88-18, 24-0 to start.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had more fun in a basketball season.
That team, especially that start, they did so many things well. Defensive intensity, attention to detail, obviously the three-point shooting and the offensive pyrotechnics giving teams problems.
And the way Luke ran the team until Steve got healthy after the back surgery. There's a lot going on that year.
You behave well for the substitute teacher. You love that.
Steph, yank back wing jumper. And Luke Walton will always be there for me with the whiteboard. If you don't know what's going on offensively, cut to the basket.
I love it. Yeah.
That was always his thing.
Yeah.
Kailut out to Bryce Sensabaugh, had a nice first half, missing that three, and Moody with the rebound. So Stephen Moody, TJD, Brandon Podziemski, and Will Richards. Will was plus 18 in the first half.
Split action.
Clock at 9. Moses down the lane. Moses to put it up and out. But Will Richards there to clean it up.
They just gave him enough time and stayed on the rim so long. Will Richards was able to work around there and figure it out.
Will Richards does a lot of good basketball things.
Yeah, Warriors are winning the rebounding battle.
Markkanen, a true Euro step, but he didn't make the basket. Moody tees up with 3. Moses had some clean looks there. Kyle Anderson setting up Sensabaugh. Good hustle back by TJD. And then contesting the shot and didn't give up a blow by. Kyle Anderson will get the layup.
That's a tough one.
That's just the bounce of the ball there.
But all in all, Warriors are winning the second chance points. 18-10 second chance points. They're winning the turnover battle, points off turnover. So you're good in those categories. You keep playing a clean game.
Effort level's been really good. Steph, he jumped into Anderson. He'll pick up the blocking foul. He flipped it up and in, and Kyle's saying, hey, I'm entitled to that spot.
I'm telling you, I really feel like Steph is getting better here. Steph's been in the league a long time. His greatness is obvious, but like he's still improving in this area to me, where he's jumping into guys even more and embracing the contact and dishing out punishment when he goes in there.
Kyle's actually in the restricted area.
He's in the restricted area.
It's not a hard call. John Conley was right on it.
Yeah. I'm not saying Steph throughout most of his career was avoiding contact. I'm just saying I feel like he's doing it better, where he's dishing out punishment.
Well, he's only waited 17 years. He said, hey, you know what? I'm going to try this free throw thing. So Curry's got 23. Dante George. TJD, what a block. Ricocheted out off the backboard. Curry for three. Off back iron. Buddy Hield. That's a tip. That's not a backcourt violation. Hield holding with a shot clock at 3.
That wasn't a pass.
Dangerous cross-court pass. Collier was waiting for it. Markkanen setting up, sends the ball. And he drops in the 3, and that's when the Warriors have lapses. It's turnovers that fuel the offense of the opposition. Steph, sidestep 3. He's already running back. Come on, man. Curry's got 26.
There's nobody in the league better at that move. He gets easy separation.
Markkanen, 7th best scorer in the league. Curry, 8th best scorer in the league. Slow-mo with a baby hook.
We love him.
I think Kyle's a great defender. I think he's a Swiss Army knife.
He's just solid. Stays within himself.
Any team would take Kyle Anderson. Richards missing that 3. TJD fouled.
Bring the force. He just pushed Kyle Anderson under. And again, you get another Steph double team. You're ready to shoot the 3, but you don't just assume it's going to go in because it's wide open. Bring the force. Attack the glass.
Someone was asking me pregame.
Look at Tina, just push him in that way.
No Horford and no Draymond. Like, what are they going to do at the center spot? Well, the Warriors centers have 11 points and 6 rebounds. Like, that, they have TJD and Quentin, along with Draymond and Al Horford. You have 4 guys that can play. Now, you don't want people hurt, but it's not like they're naked at the center spot right now.
No, they're not. And Quentin Post is about to come in right now. And TJD is one of those low-maintenance guys that doesn't need the ball, but he'll do the dirty work. And if you're going to brick some shots here and there, he can go grab some. He's super athletic. He's bringing the force. He's powerful, physical.
You said it on the last road trip. Expand on Quentin Post's defense has really improved in year 2.
Well, he's been moving his feet, too. We've been talking about his pick-and-roll defense, which has been really good. Stab at the drive, jump back, make sure you break up the lob if it's there or the pocket back. But he's moving his feet, guarding the perimeter now. He's switchable.
Just fast improvement for QP defensively.
Okay, Warriors are in a zone now. They switched it up.
Sends the ball. Trace straight up. Don't commit a foul. Change the shot.
Yeah, get them out of rhythm.
TJD made 1 of 2 from the line.
Or keep them out of rhythm.
Buddy Hield. This is so needed tonight. Buddy did not score Friday night. He's got 12 points tonight. An 18 opening night, but he has been in and out of the struggle bus in terms of shooting from the outside. And everybody having fun as Utah takes time and the lead grows to 7. And he's like, I have mine. I'll get yours at some point. The Warriors shop item of the game. Yeah, your City Edition collection. The Essential Logo hoodie at shop.warriors.com. You must get the lady in your life fitted. Come on, don't just buy the jersey for yourself. What's wrong with that?
They need to be matching.
Our GMC drive of the game. TP2 with the pickpocket. And Buddy Hield never stopped running, and he was rewarded. Beautiful play. That was one of our favorite plays of the night right there.
That is great execution. Showtime there. But Clayton Jr. committed to it. They didn't throw that behind the back pass till that defender committed. Now you've opened up the lane for Buddy Hield. And how about Buddy Hield and his ability to finish through the contact, concentrate?
Kay, a lot of guys would have peeled off and said, well, Gary's going in for a layup. Buddy kept sprinting
he kept
and then
running.
was rewarded.
Got to.
So I don't care what level of basketball, grade school, high school, pros, whatever. If you have teammates that run, reward them for running. Reward them.
And Pods saved a layup there.
And Pods 3. Brandon's first field goal of the night.
It's only right. He saw his teammate about to get back cut. He's like, no, I'm not letting this happen. Now you reward yourself.
This is the biggest lead of the night. Keontae George, who had that monster first half, but that's his first bucket of the second. 23 in the game, but 21 in the first half. Jimmy Butler driving on Kyle Anderson, and he will get to the line.
I was watching Will Richard and Buddy Hield on that play. Will Richard was about to cut, but then he saw Jimmy Butler was about to go into his move. He's like, you know what? Let me stay out. I'm going to give him some space to attack there. That's feel that it's tough to teach because there's no real play happening there. And there's no play dictating or telling you to cut there. And so he just kind of felt it out, gave Jimmy Butler some room to work. Love that.
Butler missing the free throw. You can take the Warriors on the go this season. Stream the games on the NBC Sports app. Brought to you by Toyota. Now, you said it. Will knows when to cut, when not to cut. Normally, that's like you play with a guy for 4 or 5 years.
Exactly.
He's played with him for 18 games.
Yeah, he's looking at Jimmy Butler. I could tell by the look in his eyes. He wants to go at his life right now. Let me just stay out here on the perimeter.
Butler 1 of 2 from the line. Jimmy with 16. Steph with 26. Moses Moody 13. Buddy Hield 12.
Will Richard is clearly a quick learner. Okay, you're back in the zone.
1-3-1 look. Filipowski, quick man to finish that.
A little too loose in the middle on that strong side block.
Post cycling it to Podziemski. Shot clock at 10. Jimmy with a very quick pass post with good hands to catch it. Shot clock at 5. And Podziemski will get the foul before the field goal. And the initial contact.
Well, you love that ball movement. That ball was whipping around there. You finally get a Quentin Post no-look pass to AirPods, and he's just coming up under arms, an awkward closeout.
Yeah, the foul's there, and then the upward shooting motion.
Well, that's just Collier couldn't hold his line instead of going kind of straight back, parallel.
Podziemski, little D-cell. Buddy Hield, the shooter, sidestep. He got George up in the air and bottom to 3.
They cannot keep up with that. That ball movement is way too good. A little pump fake, free you up.
Filipowski and Butler the flat-footed rebound. The Warriors are doing everything well from the second quarter on. And Buddy, that was kind of a heat check. Will Richard fighting for it, but Kyle Anderson out of the pack. And then Butler and Collier come together. And Post running. Give the big man the ball when he's running, and he'll get to the line.
He was running so fast he couldn't even stop himself. Surprised he didn't run back into the locker room, into the tunnel. Warriors are having a great time now. Look at this pump fake. Leapers like to leap. All of a sudden, you're on defense, and you're in the air alone. Jimmy Butler smiling, buddies.
The Buddy Hield Jimmy Butler friendship.
Oh yeah,
it's fun to be around. The two of them really enjoy each other.
Well, it's fun to be able to joke around with each other.
The best
have a good time. Keep each other loose, man.
The best thing, Jimmy, remember he was telling us like at breakfast, you know, in the summer I went and saw different guys in different places, and I went to the Bahamas to see Buddy, and he's telling me his whole story, right? And then Buddy's like, Jimmy never came to see me.
Well, Jimmy said, I spent way too much time with Buddy Hield.
Yeah,
they love each other.
The two of them are back and forth.
Yeah.
Jimmy never came to see me. Pat Spencer went to the Bahamas.
He did.
He went down there to see his buddy. Yeah. Keontae George missing off front iron. Warriors needed this type of game, but they're playing good basketball. Will Richard dropping in to 3. He's got 8.
Quick post is so threatening. Bryce Sensabaugh was down there double teaming him. He didn't have the ball.
For Utah, we talked about allowing 126 points a game as Sensabaugh puts that in. When the Warriors didn't score the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, you're thinking they're not going to get into the 120s. Kajemski, that was the free one on the 2-for-1. About a 4-second game shot clock difference winding down this third. Warriors were down 9 at the end of 1 and have completely flipped this game around. Sensabaugh driving. Sensabaugh missing that three. That was actually Collier that drove. And a foul on the rebound.
Filipowski was attacking the offensive glass. He was pretty ferocious there. And he's got some size, so if he gets position, he's going to get it.
During the free throws, give me a little evaluation in terms of the Warriors rebounding tonight.
Great. I mean, they're winning that battle. I think, I was saying, if they can up their level on the boards, and I already told you why defensively, that's the most important part of your defense. The stop doesn't register until you get the ball.
Weeknights at 11, NBC Bay Area News. Got to see my man Raj Mathai there, your certified most accurate weather forecast to stories that are moving the Bay Area forward. Weeknights at 11. Jess and Raj, come on.
I like it. And the Warriors winning the second chance points 19-10. Like, you'll take that. 9-point advantage there.
Filipowski made 1 of 2. So 6.6 to work with. Buddy, sidestep 3 to end the quarter. Richard flew in there, but that'll do it. So you're rebounding. You have only 6 turnovers for the whole game.
Huge.
You've sat there and put 4 guys in double figures. And a big advantage heading into the fourth. Toyota game summary through 3, 41 in the second, 39 in the third, and the big lead heading into the fourth here for the Dubs.
It's been a great night so far. 38-29 bench points. Well, you have to expect one more push from the Jazz. See if you can get off to a great start. You have to remember, they're actually better in their offensive efficiency in the second half. They still have a quarter to up that as Collier fouled Richard. Doing a little too much, acting like he's playing football back in high school again.
I asked you near the end of the third about the rebounding. You said this during the road trip. The Warriors were always a good offensive rebounding team last year.
They were fourth last year.
Yeah, and tonight it's 19-11 second chance points. That's yes, they're small, but they do fine on the glass.
I just think a lot of it is mental. Come in the game thinking about it. You can have a big impact on the glass.
I mean, Portland crushed them on the glass. Portland's best in the league in that area as Jimmy Butler hits the mid-range, but the Dubs were not being themselves rebounding.
Especially when your coach gives you the green light to go. Like, go ahead and go, especially if you're, as they turn the ball over. If you're, especially below free throw line extended, you have the choice to go. Now, if you're above the break area, especially top of the key, and you're the closest guy that can get back, okay, you got to adjudicate that correctly and make sure they're not getting run-out layups.
Right. Butler, nice play by Clayton. Rookie knocking it away.
Hopefully he's okay. That strip block there. He got a little piece of Jimmy Butler's hand.
Yeah, he's looking at that left ring finger. That one denied nicely. And out of bounds, though, still be Utah ball. And Jimmy's still checking that left hand. That's not a good sign.
We don't need that. Oh, no.
And that's a little breakdown defensively on the out-of-bounds play. Marking in the easy one.
It's this communication. Two guys went with Bailey as he's cutting away from the basket. You
Jimmy's
forgot about
still
the other guy.
holding that left hand. I'm keeping an eye on that. Pat Spencer with post. Jimmy Butler, Will Richard, Moses Moody. Swing, and Richard the open three. And he'll get his own rebound. And Will putting it up and out. Thought he had a little contact, but didn't.
He might have gotten a call if he wouldn't have pump faked and just jumped into the body, whatever he could find.
Another Florida guy, and Clayton missing there.
The main thing is they want to keep Steph over there on that bench. See if you can execute, keep them in your rear view, keep them from threatening.
may get Draymond Wednesday. He is questionable for that game, but you're not going to have Horford and Dominguez miss 5 games in a row. As Pat Spencer right down the lane. So this group, you're going to have some of this grouping play together. So learn to play off each other.
I love Pat Spencer. He's been on the bench watching the Warriors get in the paint whenever they're really resolute about it. 2 guys kind of jumped at him out of control, and he's at the rim.
He's Bailey from the elbow. Pat Spencer played 5 minutes in the first half, and he was plus 18.
That happens with him a lot.
It does.
A lot of times you can't even look at his stats. It's like, where's his impact felt, plus minus?
So Clayton stripped it once. Jimmy's like, that hurt my hand, so I'm going to give Will Richard down the lane, and this time he's bounced and fouled.
That jab step, that is one of my favorite moves. A little jab step to the left, but it's like a double jab step. And you think usually the offensive player is going to throw one jab step at you, boom. So you like jab step to the right, then back to the left, then you're going right. Usually you expect the guy to just throw one jab step and he's going to go the other way.
So Will Richard missing that free throw. We step aside for free throw number 2, courtesy of Kia. So Will Richard cut at the right time on that drive. And that's what you keep talking about, when to go, when not to go. And Will does that like a guy who's played in the league for 5 years.
Yeah, that was well done. And Jimmy Butler, even if he's made a great aggressive move, if you're open on the cut, he wants to give it to you.
He's Bailey missing, Pat Spencer.
And Jimmy Butler is like limping now, too. Timeout.
Yeah, Steve Kerr seen Jimmy get kind of banged up a little bit. Can't afford that. He's played so well. Got the big lead with 9:22 left. Brought to you by Wendy's. New cold foam, cold brew coffees and sparkling energy drinks. Pick up a new pick-me-up at participating Wendy's. And you know what goes well with a cold foam, cold brew? Kalena's famous cornbread.
Yes.
Coming to Chase Center.
Yes. Soon. We're working on it.
But it's at Ruby Hill.
Yes, right. It is.
And it's going to other golf courses.
Yeah, TBC Harding Park.
At
probably
Harding Park.
soon. Cherokee and Hercules. Cherokee and Fairfield. The joy. Steph is a joyful human being. He is Warrior culture. And
did you give him some cornbread pregame? Is that why he was bouncing around like that?
Yes, that's the reason. He's just that way in general. He's coming back in the game. He wants to be sure about this one. Coach Kerr and him on the same page. You love it.
Top of the telecast, we talked turnovers. Warriors have committed only 6.
Great.
Talked about defending the 3. After the first quarter, Utah 3 of 20 on 3s.
Much better. They're contesting. Nothing easy. Even the guys that shoot a low percentage, you don't want to give them rhythm threes.
Clayton was dealing with Steph initially. Now Pat Spencer finding post with the shot clock at 8. Curry cutting back door over Nurkic. See, I looked it up before Nurkic could even elevate.
Bro, I would be as joyful as he is if I could do that. Just toy with people out there. Look at the defender couldn't keep himself in between him and the basket. Like Keontae George is having all kinds of problems chasing this guy around.
Steph has 28. Ace Bailey, that's nice. I'll tell you, Ace Bailey, for the 5th pick in the draft.
Talent.
He is something to watch. 14 points. I like his game.
Yeah, he can score in a plethora of ways. He's started the last 7 games, and his numbers have looked pretty good.
Pat Spencer will get himself to the line.
Pat Spencer is just putting pressure on the rim. He's relentless.
Did you ever see the cartoon character, the Tasmanian Devil?
I did.
That might be him.
It's Tasmanian Devil?
I'm just saying offense, defense, passing, rebounding, whirling dervish, 100 miles an hour.
He's going to have an impact. He went with the little spin move there, and Clayton just had a tough time keeping him away from the basket. I just feel like his IQ is so good. He understands what's needed, and he understands the Warriors have been able to get to the basket in this game. Why not continue to attack?
Well, the one thing with Pat Spencer is he just gets better and better every year.
He does.
You know, it's like, okay, you're in the G League, then you're a two-way player, then it's, okay, now you were needed. And his game is solid. He worked so hard in the summer.
Well, I love listening to him talk. He was asked, like, how do you feel about your game? He's like, I feel better than I ever have. I'm really confident. I feel like my game's in a really good place. And when he comes in the game, you see it. He impacts the game in a positive way for the Warriors.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, you've played 8 minutes, but you're plus 19 in the game. And break down there for Nurkic to dunk that down.
You see GP2 raising his hand, just stayed up, maybe a little too long.
I can hear Steve Kerr in terms of back cuts. He did not want that. GP2 down the lane, flipping it up and out, Post fighting for it. Clayton comes out of the pack. He can handle there. Setting up Ace Bailey for a corner three. Matt Spencer there for the rebound. Pat had the 13 assists and only 2 turnovers in Miami. Whoa, Steph on the sideline. That was nearly a giveaway, but they're making sure they don't have him tonight. Curry missing that three, and Nurkic the rebound. Keontae George, he will get himself to the line. So if you look at Utah, as difficult as the West is, okay, Keontae George is a keeper, Markkanen is a keeper, and they're looking at younger guys, Ace Bailey, Filipowski, Sensabaugh. They're trying to, where are they going? You know,
Kessler, who's out for the season.
Walker Kessler was, you know, that he has a hip injury and is going to be out all year.
Well, the main thing with them is they want to let their youth grow together and build some chemistry and camaraderie, and they do all they can. And obviously, you still got Markkanen, who's the leader.
The food and beverage bundles. You get over 25% value on 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 fountain drinks for Wednesday's game against the Rockets at Warriors.com. Looking forward to seeing the Rockets. Alperen Şengün has been a problem. We saw them 5 times in the regular season and 7 times in the playoffs last year. Crazy.
Well, you mentioned about Keontae George and his free throw shooting. 93% coming in here. He just keeps his routine super simple. He takes his time, takes a deep breath, one dribble. I like the one dribble. I was a one dribble guy.
GP2, one dribble. Clayton sent him away. Gary stayed with it.
Yeah, playing off a step. I love GP2 and Steph working together, pick and rolls.
Well, 4 points, but GP2's got 7 assists and 6 boards. Out of the corner. Nurkic the rebound, and Nurkic gets an offensive foul.
He got Quentin Post in the chops. Quentin Post, his face might be in pain, but it's worth it. His team gets the ball. Put your face on the line. What are you willing to give up? Sometimes it's your nose bones.
So Quentin Post last year shot 40% on threes, right? And you're like, okay, he's just going to be a spacer and sit out there and shoot through. His activity level and being in the mix.
He's showing he can be dynamic.
So much this year.
Well, especially defensively,
yes.
too. Like, he's not a stiff out there. He's shown that.
He also has 5 assists.
Right,
In terms of feel for the game tonight.
Well, he's rolling to the basket at times and making plays for others.
Curry dropping in the 3.
Yeah, look. Pointing at GP2. Him and GP2 are having a ball out there together.
Finish the Quentin Post. Draymond Green leads the team in plus-minus.
He's next.
Quentin Post is second. And he doesn't play that many minutes, by the way. So to be that good in the plus-minus, he's doing a lot of things on both ends of the floor.
Look at the defense. The Warriors aren't overhelping. Steph was in great position.
Buddy, at least threw that backwards, and Ace Bailey will dunk it down.
You don't want that.
No.
You've had a great game so far of taking care of the ball.
I hadn't said anything because there were 6 turnovers. And I was kind of like, can they have a single-digit turnover? And just as I even thought it out loud.
Well, they're still there. It can still happen.
Long way to go. Steph Curry missing that 3.
Just keep getting shots on goal.
He moved his feet. Keontae George breaking the paint. Buddy came back to help, and George still quick enough to get there. 27 last night, 26 tonight.
He's just trying to close out a little more under control there. He is 4th rate from 3-point range, but Steph maybe pulls out a tiny bit shorter.
GP2 had time to seam that up. Look at the signature for Adam Silver on the ball and make that 3. Ace Bailey answering. But both GP2 shot says everything you say all the time. Forget what your percentage is. When you're that wide open, you're an NBA guy.
Exactly.
That's going in.
Yeah, you've worked on it enough.
Udi out of the corner, hit the side of the backboard there. Trace with the rebound. Buddy on a 3. An out back iron. Oh, Moses Moody. What a beautiful steal. And then missed the 3. The fans wanted that to go. Markkanen the baseline. And Moody got him with the body.
Yeah, GP2 went for the steal because he couldn't get it. That left him compromised. He couldn't stop Lauri Markkanen from driving in there. It's the right decision.
I love how you say that, by the way. It is Lauri Markkanen. People call, you hear them say Lauri Markkanen. I don't think you'd want your name mispronounced over and over again.
Yeah, well, I think the fact that Draymond wasn't playing, Lauri saw that coming in. He was probably like, oh, this could be a good night for me. But he still hasn't had a great night. He's still kind of been a volume shooter.
He's 6 of 19.
Yeah, Warriors are like his 6th lowest when it comes to scoring average.
Now, do you think
his career?
When Markkanen was on the other end of the floor, was Draymond like, I'm still here?
Yeah, you can feel my presence.
I'm not playing tonight. I'm still here.
But it's like what I was saying. Draymond probably whispered in people's ears, this is how you play him. You got to get physical with him. Get into him.
It's a nice thing with Al and Draymond. Okay, they're out.
They're engaged.
They're engaged. Yes, they're not just having their feet up.
Well, even to what they wore, Draymond still wore his cream sweatsuit just to fit in.
Oh, TJD, tic-tac-toe to Moses Moody.
That's one thing we know. TJD can do that. Roll into the middle. 2 defenders stay with Steph Curry out there. You can make some things happen.
Keontae George. Little bumper car move and flips it in and draws the foul. Man, he is something. Keontae George, 28 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 10 of 16 from the field.
He's got bumper car moves too. He had Podziemski on his back. He just kind of kept him there. Knew he wouldn't be able to do anything about his little floater. He's savvy. And again, that's where being on balance comes into play. He's so dynamic in there. Coach Will Hardy was like that. It's the main thing you got to work on. So your shot selection, your balance.
The 2023 draft class, the highest scorer is that Wembanyama guy, okay? The second highest scorer from that draft class, Keontae George.
It's him.
Buddy Hield out of the corner. Buddy has had a night. He had 18 opening night. He's got 18 tonight.
Yeah, Steph saw Keontae George cheating off way too much. Make him pay. And he wanted Buddy Hield to get another one. See one go in again.
Keontae George ticking iron there. And that's where you can see the score in him come out. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to necessarily run this offense. I'm the hottest player. Very missing there. And Trace and Buddy fighting for the rebound.
But again, they're fighting for the rebound.
Exactly.
There's more force on the glass. Like, this is okay. You'd rather have, you'd rather have them fighting each other to get to the boards than just no one going at all.
So Mr. Curry may be done for the night with 31. He got up 17 threes.
Yeah.
And he's going to say, wait a minute.
Give me some water.
I do think at some point, okay, Clay has a record with 14 threes. Steph is going to have a night.
He's going to get it.
He's going to have a night. He's second with 13.
Yeah.
But he's going to have a night. When I see 17 threes attempted, he's going to have a night where he's like 14 to 21 on threes or something, or 15 as Kyle Anderson scores.
I think so, because he's the greatest shooter that's ever lived. He doesn't want there to be any three-point record that doesn't have his name on it.
No, that'd be the nice one to have. A little miscommunication there.
Well, that's probably not a pass you want to throw up your AirPods there. There's too many defenders in there. It's
and also,
congested.
8 turnovers. Can they stay to the single digits? They got 3 minutes to go right now. Filipowski lays it up and in.
Even if it's a bad shot, you want to get something up. And you can just run your split action. You've gotten a good shot out of that every time you run it.
20-point lead, but can you have a single-digit turnover night? Had Spencer missing that 3. And Anderson with the rebound. The first of 4 meetings against Utah, and the Warriors will try to snap that losing streak tonight. Looking very good at this juncture. Bailey, wow. He came kind of flying in there, and he will pick up the foul. Will they finish with single-digit turnovers? The drama ensues of the final 2:15. Strive to greatness. The game did not start off well in terms of results, but the Warriors kept playing so hard that after getting down by 11, the passing, the unselfishness, the rebounding, the taking care of the ball, everybody getting involved in the scoring and building the big lead. There's a lot of guys who are going to feel good about this game tonight.
Well, when they're this ferocious on the glass on both sides, and they're making the simple passes, the simple plays, just executing your offense, having a nice, clean game. They are
inevitable. And Utah is third in terms of rebounds in the NBA. And you start to think, okay, Nurkic is 7 feet tall, Markkanen's 7'1", Ace Bailey's 6'9", and bouncy. The Warriors are small and undersized and all. They don't have Draymond, and they don't have Al Horford, and they don't have Kuminga, and then they win the rebounding battle.
But they've been small in the past and won the defensive rebounding battle.
Yes.
Just been a good defensive rebounding team, been a good offensive rebounding team. They can do all of that, and it's about actually cracking people on the glass defensively, making sure you come up with the rebound, finish the possession, and attack, fly in there offensively. You can come up with some easy ones and some open shots. This is great. Ace Bailey, I love him. He's great. He did have a game earlier where he fouled out and only played 11 minutes. It was like the shortest amount of time anyone has fouled out in a game this season. That was probably, you know how people always say when you come to the league, what's your welcome to the league moment? That was probably his welcome to the league moment.
That's when you call family members. How was the game? Well, let me tell you about my 11 minutes.
Yeah, didn't play very long.
Was that against OKC?
The Bulls.
No, the Bulls. Okay. Yeah. Santos putting it up in it only because I could see Shea fouling a rookie out in minimal time.
Yeah. Sure, he probably learned a lot from that game, but he's got a lot of tools. He turned it over.
But he healed, knocking that away. That was a little welcome to the NBA for Ace Bailey. That pass, he had the right idea, but didn't execute it. And the turnovers are at 9. Oh! Clayton putting it up and out. 2 minutes, Kay. Can they stay at 9 turnovers?
They can do
Can they have a single-digit turnover game?
Well, they need it for their numbers.
Nice pass, Podziemski to Guy Santos. The drama building as we get under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Sitting at 9 turnovers. Grace, nice block on Collier. Slow-mo up and under. Trace bats that away.
Oh, he is a wall in there. They can't get by him.
You
He's
know what?
moving his feet, containing.
They're gonna call goaltending on that.
Yeah, he wants them to look at that, but yeah. Trace Jackson comes over from his blind side. Kyle Anderson was like, wait a minute, I thought I had a layup.
That was like the block party you went to over the weekend.
Basically, that was fun, too.
Celebrate the town. It was you, Festus, Zaza.
Yeah, we had a little panel. Franco Finn was in there. They had the town edition jerseys, that city edition, the brown, the cream.
You were at the block party. Are the streets talking about these jerseys?
They are. They are. They're selling out like crazy. Flying off the shelves.
They're the highest selling city edition of any of the 30 NBA teams.
Well, look at them. They're swaggy. The town.
Well, the ultimate gift this year is a Holiday Hoops mini plan. It's what I got Kalena again this year. Here we go. At Warriors.com or 888-GSW-HOOPS. Scan the QR code for all the information on the mini plans. Look, if you hate shopping like I do, you're one phone call away and you're done for the holidays.
Yeah. Look, these jerseys, the town edition, it is a must-have. Not just the jersey, too, the sweatshirts,
hey,
the
court.
shirts.
I love the court, by the way.
Yeah, the court
this is one of the best courts I've seen out of the Warriors. I'm going to get in trouble here. I ain't feeling the gray. There's a lot of gray courts around the league. Yeah, give me a court like this.
I like the brown.
I mean, this is a classic looking court. I'm looking forward to the City Edition games.
The black, the gold, it all just goes together. It looks like you're just
You think Guy Santos grew up playing soccer?
Yes, he did.
Knocked that one away?
Yeah. Looks like you're just ready to get down to business here. And they came in and went to work. Attention to detail, locked in all the way. You can't come out and wear these jerseys and lay an egg. No.
Sensabaugh did well to catch that pass from Collier. Shot clock down to 4. Collier down the lane, laid up and in. All right. 9 turnovers. Minute 15 left.
Just chuck something up there. You've already won the game.
We talked about Utah allowing 126 points a game. You exceeded that with the 132. And Santos to Buddy Hield to lay it up and in.
We're almost there.
Final minutes. You just see Steve right now. 9 turnovers.
Yeah,
single-digit game.
Well, you came in 29th in turnover percentage. Can you get those numbers up?
Filipowski putting that up and in.
You needed this feel-good night, though. Everybody got in on the act. Great execution offensively, but he took care of it.
Is someone going to shoot the ball, or are they going to have a shot clock violation for the 10th turnover?
No, you can't do that.
The drama building with 8 to shoot.
Someone shoot, please.
Trace at 5. Pat Spencer at 4. Oh,
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The throwaway. And the dreams are dashed with a single-digit turnover game. It remains elusive, but it does end the losing streak. No ties on Wednesday.
Great news.
All right. So be here Wednesday night against Houston for the night before Thanksgiving. It's a season-high 102 field goal attempts for the Warriors. Make it 103. 34 assists and 10 turnovers. 3.4 to 1 is a great assist-to-turnover ratio. The Dubs get win number 10, and they're 6-1 at home.
Yeah, much more attention to detail overall. Great on the glass, taking care of it. It's a feel-good win. You need these, so you got one in a row now.
You put 4 players in double figures. Steph leads the way with 31. 20 off the bench for Buddy Hield, and a career-best 8 assists for GP2. So the Warriors win it 134 to 117. Warrior postgame live is coming up right now. Right now.
Will be a lot of happy folks tonight here coming out of Chase Center. The Gamblers are happy. Dub Nation's happy. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors are happy to snap their 3-game losing streak, dismantling the Utah Jazz 134 to